It's a fact of modern life. Users are impatient. They want your web pages to just work, and just work now. So it's important to know exactly how well those pages and the iframes and AJAX calls that are part of them are doing. That's exactly what Web End-User Experience Management does. How does it work? The Web JavaScript agent monitors performance, timing how long various stages of page download and construction take in your end user's browser. It also times AJAX and iframe calls and collects errors. If the browser supports the Navigation Timing API, the agent queries the browser for detailed timing information. But even if the browser is older, the agent still collects significant data using other means. But what does the agent time? There are basically two scenarios for the agent. The first time the user fetches a page from your site, and all subsequent pages from your site. The first page, including the main part of the agent, arrives in your user's browser. The agent starts the timers. In the Navigation Timing API, this is called Response Start. Notice that NavTime-capable browsers also have information about how the user got to your site. When all the HTML has downloaded, the NavTime API reports Response End. The agent uses that to calculate the HTML download time metric. Now the browser builds the DOM. When it's done, the NavTime API reports DOM content loaded event start. Internally, the agent creates an event onReady, which is similar to jQuery's onReady. The agent calculates DOM building time. These two metrics depend on the NavTime API. They are shown in blue. But some metrics are collected from all browsers, like HTML download and DOM building time. These are shown in black. Finally, resources like images, CSS files, and JavaScript files are fetched to complete the page. The NavTime API reports load event end, which is when the normal onload event occurs. The agent calculates resource fetch time. The page is completely loaded. Finally, the agent calculates front-end time, which measures the time between the beginning of the page load and the end. For every page after the initial one, we can measure how long it takes from when the user requests the page to when the page begins to arrive, on all browsers, so we can include network time and server time. When the user clicks a link to go to a new page at your site, a prompt for unload event occurs. NavTime browsers report navigation start. The web agent writes a start time cookie to mark this same moment for non-NavTime browsers. From this, the agent calculates first byte time, DOM ready time, and end-user response time. NavTime browsers provide additional detailed information on connection details, domain lookup start, domain lookup end and connect start, which produces domain lookup time. If you're using SSL, secure connection start, and connect end, request start. Produce SSL handshake time, TCP connect time, and server connection time. Finally, response start produces response available time. There are other metrics that involve counting, like page requests per minute, but those are calculated in the cloud based on the number of your beacons that it receives. That's a lot of measurements. Isn't that a lot of overhead? Short answer, no. We've worked very hard at keeping agent overhead to an absolute minimum, and this is how we do it. The web agent itself is made up of two parts: the main file, adram.js, and the extension file, adram.ext.js. The main file executes synchronously. It is loaded at the very top of the HTML page, but it is quite small, around 10 KB of JavaScript. In modern browsers, it takes less than 5 milliseconds to execute, and even in older browsers, less than 15. The main file does some quick configuration and setup, and then starts the timer. On the page onload event, an event handler downloads the extension asynchronously, so that it never blocks page load, and then, to further streamline the process, caches it on the browser for 24 hours. This file is slightly larger, around 25 kilobytes, but the execution time is around the same as for the main file. Once the information is collected, it's bundled into a web beacon. Before the 3.9 agent, the beacon was sent in an image request. The image itself is only 26 bytes, the smallest GIF possible. In supported browsers, it is now sent as an AJAX post request using CORS. cross-origin resource sharing, a specification that allows your page to safely make requests to non-same origin domains. The beacon is sent off to the Cloud Collector for processing. After processing, it is fetched by your controller, where you see the results in the UI. So that's it. That's how the web agent gets you the information you need. And once you know how your pages are performing, you'll know how to make those impatient users happy. For more information, see the docs at docs.appdynamics.com. Thanks for watching.